Welcome to I Don't Care What You Think Network's newest series. This is the Hidden Gems. In this series, we cover New Jersey's greatest businesses. Make sure you tune in the end for a full walkthrough. And don't forget, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and tune in your notifications for future gems. Or don't. I don't really care what you think.
Yo, we are here. It's your host, Doughboy.
It's your boy, Ray Spitter.
And we are here at one of the most beautiful studio establishments we ever been in. One of the most
fire.
One of the most creative places we've ever been in. They have everything from music videos to content creation to cameras to mics to everything.
One-stop shop.
Everything. And we feel like this is a hidden gem in New Jersey that most people don't know was actually shot here, don't actually know that they reside here, don't actually know that this is the place, the one-stop shop to get all your content needed if you any kind of artist, R&B, rapper, rock, painter, any kind, they do all content creation.
Absolutely.
And we are sitting here with
Logan, CEO.
And Corey, the head director.
Founder, though.
Well, welcome. We appreciate y'all being here and taking the time out and sitting with us, because y'all are, like, super busy. Y'all don't know the lunch order was long as hell.
Lunch order. They feeding us and everything. He said, I hope you take more. I certainly will. What you mean? Like,
Don't
what?
threaten you with a good time, right?
Word, for sure.
So we asked you off camera, but how long have y'all known each other?
I think it's definitely, I was actually thinking about it because I gave 3 different answers because I kept thinking about it. It was at least, I'd have to say probably like 2017 or 18.
Word.
Those 2 years.
But how y'all link up, though?
Just through
Just
an
being
artist
here,
that I was
or-
representing at the time. No, here, I got after that. I got here in 2020.
Word.
But we had met just being around New Jersey, being around artists. So he
Okay.
was starting out at that point. I was starting out at that point.
Okay.
And we didn't really do it that
Yeah,
much.
I think when we first met, like we said, like 2017 or something, we like just were in similar circles,
Right.
And then kind of like went like we didn't
Yeah.
do anything together, and then kind of went our own ways,
Right.
And then I really went heavy on the videos, started the company,
Word.
and then knew he was doing what he did, and then we kind of met back up, like we knew about each other,
Yeah,
and then
'cause-
kind of formed.
Because I was
together, like,
operating a
space.
marketing agency.
Yeah,
and
you
my
got
biggest problem was
you got
like
a very strong social media presence.
I
bro.
try, and my biggest problem was that I was my artist that I was working with was paying videographers, and the videos are taking 3 months, 4
Right,
months. You know
right.
what I mean? And now I can't get paid because there's nothing to promote.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and funny enough, I actually called him and then another friend of mine in LA, Jake the Shooter, about this exact room that we're sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in like 2020, 2021.
Right.
And it just didn't make sense at the time. I didn't pursue it hard enough. You know, Jake wasn't really, he lives in LA and he wasn't at the point where he was ready for it either. And he actually called me like whenever we started like 2
Right.
years ago, and was like, oh, is that room still open? And it actually was. It was
Oh,
the
wow.
last, this quadrant that we're in right now, including my office,
Yeah.
was the last frontier of open space. I had already taken that whole area over there. Like I already had the
Right.
armory and the barbershop. It was just set up as something different.
Okay.
And the area with the casino and the bar, that was it that was empty. Everything else had been taken, and we were like, yeah, fuck it, like let's do it. And then we brought it in. And funny enough, like when we started, he was just renting space, you know what I mean? And then over the couple of months I was referring clients, and I was noticing that like
Oh, wow.
the amount of clients that I referred was putting a strain on the
Right.
operation. So I was like, damn, how can I come in and help and design a system? And I don't know how many average clients you were doing when I met you, but we do like 40 or 50 clients a month
Jesus.
right now.
Okay. So where did it start at? Because I've seen you numerous times working with artists throughout New Jersey.
Me, it started
and
with
stuff like that.
photography.
You was
Which
a
is crazy.
photographer?
It's just crazy that it's like,
Yeah,
Oh, you was
full
behind the
circle.
camera?
Full circle. No,
Yeah.
he didn't do
Not
any-
anymore.
just the
No.
business.
I
okay.
actually, I pride myself on never touching a camera again until I'm ready to
Word.
touch a camera again, because it became a job. It became
Right.
something I hated, and you know, and part of the reason why I've and the vision that I had and the vision that he's had is based on the fact that a cameraman, sadly, is one of the most indispensable positions in music unless you have some unique offering like we have.
Right.
If not, like
Yes.
there's always another person that can do the job.
Right.
If you don't have something else special to bring to the table,
Yep.
there's 10 other people that could do it. So I was kind of dealing with that, doing the photos, because photos is even harder than video because it's really one dimensional. You know what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
and I the photographers that have been able to make that their career, I commend, because it's a long journey to make money on still photos. You know what I mean? So I had kind of done that. I transitioned into management. I'm sure everybody knows, who I used to work with on the management. I did that, until about 2019, right before the pandemic. My client at the time had moved to Los Angeles. I decided to stay here because I had already met Chelsea was walking around with a dog. Okay. And I wasn't really, because we're talking, I've been with her for 7 years. So obviously I made the right choice. You see where he's at, you see where I'm at. I made the right decision. For sure. So I decided to go out on my own. I opened a marketing agency. I got a $300 room all the way down at the end that I wish I still had, because now it's somebody else's. And I'll get it back when they move out, and I'll set it up like exactly how I had it, because I have the pictures on Instagram. Wow. But I had the one office in there, and I was doing just marketing campaigns, and, I grew a marketing agency from 0 clients a month to 200 clients a month. We at one point, when at its peak, we had 13 employees selling marketing in probably 9 different states. And most recently, in probably 2023, brought him in. And then I also took a position at a record label, because I had always done music, but I never worked at a record label.
I can't wait to get to that.
I took a position at a record label, and I decided to put and funny enough that you're actually part of my 2026 strategy to relaunch the marketing agency. This is the first thing that I will post, because if you follow me, I haven't posted. I used to post every day. I have not posted in 2 years. You know what I mean? Because I've been focusing on setting this up.
Yeah, you've been doing what you had to do.
The record label. So that's my story.
Priority Records for y'all. For y'all, if y'all ain't know.
LLC4.
LLC, my bad.
We were
LLC4,
Priority Capital.
Priority.
Now we moved Def Jam, but LLC4 pays my check. Like my check says LLC4.
Shout out to LLC4.
Yeah, in Orlando, really.
Shout out Wartenberg. Word.
Yeah, facts.
Word.
But his story is honestly just as good as mine. Like as far as
I can't wait. I can't wait till this all unfold. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, like I know we talked about it a little before, but I started doing videos now. It's 2026, like 14 years ago. Right. Like I started 2012.
I know you said you started when you was 12.
Yeah, when I was 12. Just
you 24?
26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, you young.
26. Yeah.
Word.
But yeah, I mean, I was always into art. Like I went to school for painting, drawing, and everything.
Okay.
And then just doing different art forms. I was like, let me try videos out. So I got a webcam in my bedroom and just started making videos with my friends, just in my bedroom, webcam, just nonsense. And then just did I was like, all right, I'll be a YouTuber. I'll just make YouTube videos. Hey guys, what's up? So I did that like basically every day for like 2-3 years. And then in doing it, one of my friends I went to high school with made music and was like, yo, you make videos. You do a music video for me. And I was like, yeah. Man.
If that friend hit you up right now, would you still shoot a video for him?
Yeah.
Would it be the same price it was before, or would
there wasn't a price?
I don't think you would charge
I like
him.
that.
I think you would do it.
I only ask that because a lot of people forget that during the mission or during the process. When, you know what I'm saying?
Let's take that one and let's break into the first conversation, right? Word. So I've changed the prices on most all the clients, right? And here's why: because when he shot that video for that person. And he didn't pay, but let's pretend he paid him $300. Right. You know what I mean? And then that same person were to come back now, I paid $300. Think about it like this, right? Think about the audacity, right? When you went from a bedroom to spending what we spend a month on the rent here, and you've seen the operation, the lunch bills, the audacity to expect a video for the same price as the bedroom is crazy. Yeah. But on your side, you get why, and I even feel that way. Like, damn, I was one of your first clients, but you gotta respect the fact that
respect it for sure.
The situation's just not the same. Yeah. So we always give people, a little bit of leeway, a lower price than the general public.
For sure.
Everybody seemed to undernd it. But I'm glad I got to break into that, because I feel like a lot of people are very divided on it, because not people that are on two sides of it is, you got to take care of that person.
Right.
Yes, but at that point, I'd rather give it to him for
you don't
free.
have to take care of the person. But I like that you said that you would.
And I also look at it like this. The dude he said he shot the video for, he said he don't shoot videos no more.
Yeah.
I can see if that guy stayed around for the whole ride. Then it's like, he's never going to charge you.
Right.
Like you was here, but you disappeared.
Yeah.
Right.
Then show back up like, yo, remember when you shot that 12 years ago?
Yeah, like we do have like a couple of, there's a couple of people that like for example, we have somebody that's not here today that's an artist that, that came in as an early client of this situation that kind of works with us now, in a way, and we take care of him on his stuff. But, You know, that's kind of the differences. But that's you put in sweat equity. You know what I mean? So you get your return when it's time to use the facility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, I think that it's always a good debate, and I've never ever got to have it on camera on a podcast before because I haven't been able to sit with that exact situation came up.
No. You wanted. I'm not gonna lie.
Point,
you are one of the creatives because you are a creator. You're one of the creators in New Jersey that needs an interview or need an outlet to speak about what's going on because you've been a part of a lot of success, honestly.
Facts.
So
I appreciate that.
It's good to finally have you on camera. I never seen an interview with you, so it's good
I haven't done
finally...
one in probably 2 years, 3 years.
All right.
Well, so when did it transition with you? Where you said you shot the first music video.
Yeah.
So when did it turn into I do this now?
Like pretty quickly. It like was progressive, and when I started doing it, it was like, all right, cool. I really like when I was doing the YouTube before the music videos. I always had this like I want to make videos, but I don't know what to make them about. So it was like, I'll make YouTube videos in my bedroom. I'll just be the person. I don't know what I wanted to make, but I wanted to make it. So when I got that first artist, it was like, oh, this is something I can make it about. So me and him started doing more videos. And then another friend, and it just progressively more and more. And then one of their friends would hit me up. And then it slowly became less YouTube videos of me.
What city this started in? Like, man, why I couldn't find y'all? Like,
right outside Linden.
Oh, word?
Damn.
Yeah.
Man. I wasn't searching far
Linden,
enough, man. That's dope though. I like that. That's fine.
Yeah,
I like
so
the
just
whole
snowballed
progress.
from there, and then progressively.
I'm from
more and more.
Massachusetts.
Say that one more time.
I'm from Massachusetts.
Like Boston?
Yeah.
Word?
Not Boston, but North Attleboro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I
would have never knew that.
If you would have asked me where you was from, that could have been guessed.
Yeah. There's certain words where it comes out.
Yeah,
And other
that
ones
could've
where it
been-
doesn't.
And no lie, it sound funny, like, but the look too.
Yeah.
So what was the jersey? How did you get the jersey?
Working with the artist that I had managed for
Oh,
a time. I moved
shit.
into his house and
What?
I actually slept on his mom's floor for like the first 3 or 4
Damn,
months.
you was dedicated.
in Linden.
I mean, you moved out of like you moved, dropped everything. And,
Yeah, I was at I honestly forgot my line. My usual line that I say is that I quit a job at Finish Line, dropped out of college, and moved out of my parents' house at the same time.
Damn.
In front of a Holiday Inn in North
That's
Attleboro.
why you got the pennies on. You was a sneaker guy. All right.
Yeah. I used to, and that's the thing.
Now
I
we
used
get
to collect the
somewhere.
shoes. You know
Okay.
what I mean? And that's how I guess that was before photography. The shoes lean into the photography because that was a thing in 2013, 14, and 15. Like taking pictures of the shoes and the fit pics. Like that's how I started taking the pictures. And then it was roofs and like urban exploration was really the popular thing. And then it was concerts. And that's the only reason I did music photography is because it was cool. But then I really found an interest in the industry when I did a ton of shows at this one venue. It was called Lupo's Heartbreak Hotel at the time. Now it's called The Strand. And the guy, Frank, that owns it, he's a crazy story. He went from security guard to owning the venue and probably throwing 200 shows a year. The guy's probably worth like $50 million.
Damn.
But either way, he was the first person to ever give me a chance in music. And I got to go to his venue like every Saturday, and it would be like Tory Lanez or Joel Santana or Famous Dex or Lil Yachty or Jim Jones. And I just got to see like these people that just like coming from where I come from a 2-parent home in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Like, there's no there's nothing that happens there. You know what I mean? Like there's probably for the whole town, I think there's 16 police officers that work for the whole town. Like it's like real joke town.
You still go back?
You know what I mean? I was back for Christmas, but only to go see my parents. There's nothing there. It's not like small, like I'm not talking farm.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, if you've never been to Massachusetts, like if you really go do some time out there, like if you are in New Jersey, we're in Fairfield and Wayne right now, right? It looks different here than it does in Newark, Irvington, which looks different than Union Orange, which looks different than Jersey City, which looks different from Red Hook. You know what I mean? And that in Massachusetts, it's 2 things: it's farm or
city.
Like not even city, like trailer park. You know what I mean? And then there's like within the trailer areas and like because the craziest way to describe it, and now I'm just going on a rant, but it really hit me when I went to McDonald's, right? When you go to McDonald's out here, you get served by people that you would expect to work at McDonald's. Like young people, diverse group of people, like everybody's at McDonald's. You go to McDonald's in Massachusetts, it's all 50-year-old white people that look like they're on drugs. Every person in there. From the cook to the person taking the order to every single person.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like, and if you go to these towns in Massachusetts, like Revere is the same thing as Malden, which is the same thing as New Bedford, which is the same thing as Brockton, which is the same thing as like, they're all just like, they got a nice area where
Yeah.
the people that do well live, and then they got the area where the people that do drugs live.
So what's the music scene like? Because you was rapping 50 Cent.
Hard rap.
You was rapping 50 Cent earlier.
I
you was
like
rapping,
that song.
You was rapping Many Men earlier.
Yeah. Or that was Hustler's Ambition, I think.
No.
I think it was on my friend's
it was one of them.
story that I was
Yeah.
watching.
But
no, that's
you was
out there.
rapping it,
They
and
do,
then you just said
you
you
know who
from
Millie's
Boston.
is?
Yeah, y'all.
That's the rap out there. It's high level rap. Like,
Okay.
That's what and it's crazy. And we'll talk about that scene. Like, I've never been to a state that everybody out there wants to rap like Millie's. And there's nothing wrong with rapping like Millie's, but like there's nobody that I know really from Massachusetts that like all the guys that like your Fleas, you know, your So Vegases, you know, your artists that have stuff going on, you know, like Samad Savage, like in New Jersey, they're all different. You know what I mean? There's all different type of styles, you know, like in Massachusetts, they all rap like Millie's does. They all that real street
Where Joyner
rap.
Lucas from? He's from
He's Worcester. So he's from like this side of the state, and he's the same thing, high level rap. You know what I mean? Like 8-Zip is popular out there, high level rap. You know what I mean? Like this dude Doobie is popular out there, is making more high level rap. Like everybody that's out there that sees, like all these people, they make like real boom bap rap, and that's the only state where you see shit like that. It's a really weird state. It's like it's behind. You know what I mean? It's behind in the culture. Even like the type of drugs that they do, it's still like it's like the 90s. You know what I mean? Like
you are
it's
on a
crazy.
roll.
There's a window there to go up there.
On a roll. All right, so
it's a nice area though. Like I grew up in a nice home and shit. Like
y'all both formed your businesses and came together. So you have
I had my own
Untitled
and then he had his
Export.
own.
I pronounced that right?
Yep.
Untitled Export, and you have the Wave Change.
Yep.
When was the merger? Like, yo, we together.
I moved. So like you said, so we linked up. I think I moved in here a little over 2 years ago, like 2.5 years ago.
I think it was like October of 2023, if I had to guess.
Yeah, so like 3. Okay, so like 3 years. Yeah, because
So y'all were basically neighbors.
No.
yeah. So I
In
had
here?
yeah
No.
prior
I
to
guess
this.
technically,
Yeah, prior
for the
to
first like
this-
2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, prior to this, I had my own studio, which was like maybe half the size of this room in another building in Rawway. And it was just,
okay.
I had it, just me. It was just to shoot videos out of, like,
Right,
basically
right.
what this room is. And then I was looking, that building didn't have any more room, and I wanted a bigger room. So I hit him up because we had prior, a couple years prior, talked about
This
partnering,
room.
getting this room. So I hit him up
okay,
at this room. And so he got this room, and I basically became a tenant of his. So he had this room,
okay.
and I just was using this room. And then from being here, and then he would start recommending videos because we were
Right.
in the building, and it just became too much. And then I realized trying to do the creative and the business was too
Right,
much.
too much.
So that's why I like asked him to become a part of it and actually be the CEO
That's dope.
and handle
Like
the
I've
business
invested
side.
my own money in
So,
this
like,
room, and like
I want to say, yeah, like we partnered like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
2.5 is when you actually became part. Like
I've been tracking
onto it.
sales since
2020
August of 23, I think. So it might have been like April, May, and then the
Okay.
business might have started in the fall.
So for both of y'all being alphas owning your own, did either one of y'all have doubts about bringing it together?
No.
No,
That's a
I
good
mean,
question.
I've always I never had an interest in running a business. Like when I started doing Wave Change, those first music videos, I just wanted to do videos. It's just I realized like, oh, I don't want to work a job. I just want to do videos. And in order to make it a living, you gotta learn to do business. Like I didn't set out like I'm gonna start a business and do this. And like I when we first partnered, I told them like I have zero interest in like I just
I
wanna
fuck
be
with that though.
creative.
Like for you to
Like-
know that, yo, I
Yeah.
just want to shoot videos, bro.
Yeah, so
what
I,
you
like-
do is what I need help with. Can we come
exactly,
together?
and it takes a lot to like. I have partnered with a couple other people throughout the years, so I learned that like it's easy to say that and then just trust anybody. But you gotta find the right person because I have been partnered with like 2 other people, and it wasn't good situations.
Add a whistle sound.
So being able to trust and like having from knowing him for so many years and seeing that he
Yeah.
operates with integrity and doesn't
sure.
scam people like
My shit speaks for itself.
yeah.
Oh no,
You know what
sure,
I mean?
sure,
Like,
sure,
I don't,
sure.
and that's
Yeah.
and to build on something you said, I think the reason it works is because he's a creative individual that drives the vision behind the company. I'm the alpha that chases the money. You know what I mean? Like I'm the guy that wrangles the clients. I'm the guy that if you break something, I have to give you the bill. Like,
Right.
and that's why it works because he's not trying to do that, and
Right.
I'm not trying to do that. I don't.
Right.
I say it all the time. Like I don't. And you might think this is crazy. I don't know. I don't look at the videos and I don't look at the treatments. I don't have
Oh,
to.
I ain't mad at
Like,
you.
I don't have to look at it because
I don't even
know
watch a podcast
complete,
episode. Like,
complete
He
trust in what
understands
he's
exactly
doing.
what you're
I
saying.
don't-
Like I have no interest in looking at that. Like that's
Yeah, I
not my
don't-
job. Like that's his job. He executes it perfectly. So I don't even have to pay attention, you know? Yeah, it's like 100 and something phone calls a day, and it's
Word.
like
Yeah, what
What's
was
your
your
screen
text
time?
messages. It's honestly probably down.
It's yeah.
It might be down because of the holidays. Because during the holidays, like, it's a tough time.
Yeah, because I remember.
How
when
do
we
you
looked
find
at
How do,
it,
how you deal with all that? I'm not gonna lie. Like,
that's
like,
what I don't understand because that's
Yeah.
where I was like getting overwhelmed and I was like, I don't want
Right.
to talk to people. Like I'm one of the hardest people to. There's no point in having my
9-hour
number.
daily average on the screen time.
Damn.
12 hours a week on messages. 4 hours a day, just about.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I'm
The
like
average
the
notifications
hardest
is
person.
1,016 message notifications per day.
What's your favorite video you ever shot? Whether it's music, content, whatever. Like, what's one when you did it and you finally like exported and you was like, I killed that.
That's mad funny. I'm trying to think favorite video. I don't know if I have one specific favorite video. Like just more recent, the one that comes to mind is this artist C So Crazy. Because it was one of the more recent ones that like because usually we get the song, I listen to it, come with a concept.
Right.
That one I had a concept and I wanted to do it, and I found the song that I thought fit with it, so
Right.
I was more excited about the concept. I don't know. I kind of feel like they're all like their own little like children almost. Like I don't have like a specific one. Like I really like just Sell No Lackin'. We did one solid.
yeah.
We covered that entire corner in pink fur. We got like pink fur,
Damn.
floor, walls, everything. We bought a bathtub for it. So
we
it's
had to go all
bright
the way to
pink.
like 2 hours away to go
Word.
buy
Yeah,
this ornate bathtub.
Yeah, it's like nice ceramic bathtub.
Damn.
Yeah,
y'all
I
doing
really
it
like
for
the
real.
ones where we like really build sets. That's like what
Yeah.
I really enjoy.
Okay.
It's like the real set builds because it makes them super unique. Like there's
So
no
you
other
like,
video.
Would you say you like music videos more or shooting the short form content more?
It was music videos. I'm starting to enjoy the content more. It's probably still music videos hanging on right now.
Right.
But I really enjoy just working with artists, and I'm finding I get a lot more enjoyment just like helping the artists what they need. And as I'm saying, like as content's becoming more important, like when I first started the content packs,
Right.
I definitely music videos more than that. But as I'm seeing content's more important and actually helps artists,
Yeah.
I get more excited doing that because I could think, oh, if we do this, it'll help you get more of this and
Yep.
more interactions, and I just get excited from like that side of it.
That's
All
dope.
right. So disclaimer, because I know y'all don't put it on y'all website or anything like that. I know y'all here, y'all help the up and coming artists.
Yeah.
That's why y'all prices don't break them or anything
Of
like
course.
that.
That's what it's designed for.
But what's the pet peeve where it's like, hey yo, y'all gotta at least come with something.
As far as what, like just in
Alright,
general,
so-
or like
Y'all content package, the price.
Yeah.
And then somebody come in here
Yeah.
and it's just difficult to work with. And it's like, yo, you don't understand how much of a favor this is for you.
I don't think he's even gonna have an answer for
Yeah,
that.
I don't really.
Because
But I know you
think
do.
like that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't know.
What do you
Obviously,
think,
like,
Clay?
yeah, I don't think. For me, it's the only time I ever get, because I've also been like weathered. Like I've weathered the storm of what is the underground artist that is. Because here's the thing. I think what's made me really successful and not. I'm not just saying successful in life, but successful in anything that I've tried to do, whether it was a goal that I had, whatever, is that I always try and put myself into the mind of the person that I'm dealing with to think about what they're thinking about when they're dealing with me, so that way I can understand what they may want from me in order to have a positive solution for everybody. So when an artist bitches about the price, it's because they don't have any money.
That's a fact.
How am I going to get mad at somebody? I can't take something from you if you don't have it.
That's a fact.
So I'm not going to get mad at you because you don't have the X amount of dollars, and it doesn't, because you don't have as a negative phrase, but like you may not have the budget for that. You
Right.
might have to use those funds somewhere else due to
Right.
other responsibilities. But at the same time, I can't take my price down because I can't go to like the James is the landlord. I can't go to yo, listen, James, like a couple of my clients didn't have enough money this month, so I'm gonna give you 20% less rent. Like that's just not how it works. And I tell people this.
Yeah,
and
that's a
anytime
fact.
I've ever told somebody that, they've always been like, damn, nah, you right, bro. Like, I'll either or can we do this? Can we play with the amount of videos that I'm getting? Like, and we'll work with people all day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't ever like to tell anybody, like, unless they're disrespectful, I don't like
Right.
to tell anybody no. Like, I'll find a way to, even if you have $100, I'll find a way to do something with you.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
got 100,
Like,
I'll give you a 30-second video, something.
something,
like that.
you know what I mean? Like, obviously we
respect
don't
that.
like that. I'll push people to do the normal packages because
Yeah.
that's what makes sense for them. But I don't know that everything's been really good. I've only ever had like two clients that I was really like, this, I don't even want this guy's money anymore. But at the end of the day, like, one of them ended up being a guy that he likes. He actually likes both of them, so it's like,
Yeah.
that's why it
Yeah.
works. And then there's been people that he thought were annoying that I really liked, you know
Right.
what I mean? And that's why it's a balance,
So, Were you an A&R at one point in time?
No, never.
Never
I don't
A&R?
ever want to be an A&R. If you're an A&R, a lot of you can work you could be the hardest working A&R in the world, and if your act doesn't succeed, you won't have any success. And I have a problem with that.
So, all right, cool.
Because I just can't, like, how can I put in all this work and I can't, like, all the results are on someone else to perform. You know what I mean? It's very, very stressful. I commend all the A&Rs that I know that do that because it's crazy.
Speaking of A&Rs, you mentioned the GOAT earlier.
Yeah.
Greatest. For those who do not know, I'm talking about Orlando Wharton. Yep. Y'all may know him as Whartonberg, but how did that relationship form, and how did you end up at LLC4?
So,
what does that stand for?
It's Spanish. It's I need to. The reason I know what it stands
when I
for.
I don't know if it stands for long live C4.
No, it stands for something. It's in Spanish though, and I'm taking a second to pronounce it properly. All right, Lloren Torres Calle 4. It's like Lloren Torres is a street, and then Calle. I said 4. That's wrong because 4
said it
is
right,
4.
Andy?
Calle 4. That's what it is.
Said it
Lloren
right?
Torres Calle 4. That's what it is.
He's saying it right?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm fucking with you.
100%.
My wife is Colombian. I'm saying it right. Yeah, and that's the company that I work for.
As soon as he said it was in Spanish, I just looked over at Andy.
Lloren is a building in
Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like they call it the bunker.
So
So boom. So I sell No Lacking, the artist he was talking about with a solid video. That artist was just a marketing client of mine before he was even here. I've been with Sel for 5 years. You know what I mean? So before he was a marketing client, he was a client of Untitled Export on the marketing side. A video client. He was on the marketing side. So I was doing his marketing. Like I remember with this one campaign that we did, the campaign that changed everything for me. He gave me, it was literally $500, right? It's crazy that, and I don't think this would ever happen again. They gave me $500. We put up, is this 16-year-old the hardest artist you've heard recently or something like that? We put it on Rap House for like $150. We put it on all the $150 page, $50 page. I spent the whole $500. I didn't even profit because it was like they had spent a lot of money. Nothing, things had clicked. Sell had grown, but nothing had went mega viral yet. Like we were getting tens of thousands of views, not hundreds of thousands of millions. So we did that, and every post got like 1,000 comments. We ended up adding Say Cheese to it. It got like 7,000 comments, like just crazy viral in Orlando. DM'd him and said, "Oh, I want to sign you." So we ended up going to the meeting. I had met Orlando years ago, just, seeing him at shows or whatever. We had On the Radar that day. After that, we went to the meeting at Capitol, and he was like, "Oh, I want to sign you," or whatever. And I went up to Orlando after the meeting was done. I was like, "Hey, you signed my artist. I work here for free now. Like, let me know when I start." Like, half is not as a joke, but like half is like the point where it could have been played off as one if he wasn't jiving with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the one thing about him is that if you get in front of him, he will give you an opportunity. It doesn't matter who you are. You know what I mean? Like I've seen him give a lot of people opportunities, and a lot of people that a lot of people did great with them. A lot of people squandered the opportunity, and that's the unique position that I'm in, is that I oversee all the team members, and I've seen people come, I've seen people go, and it's just with him, his biggest thing is loyalty. You know what I mean? And that's what any business should be built off of. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it went. And then I just, believe it or not, the day or 2 days after that happened, my office flooded. Wow. Like the bathroom exploded, and it flooded, and I had to like Serve Pro cut the walls. You know how they cut the walls 6 feet or whatever, not 6 feet, 3 feet, cut the walls, whatever. And then I told him about it just because I had gone to Universal that day to check in, because he told me to just start coming to the office. And he was like, "Yeah, like you could just use my office."
Oh, shit.
So I took him up on the offer, and I went to that office every single day for like 9 months.
I'm ready to put my bid in, man.
And then I didn't even get a position there or anything. I just hung out. You know what I mean? Waited. And then last November, a year ago, he called me one day and he was like, "Yo, you come by my house. I want to talk to you." You know what I mean? It was a Friday because Universal employees work from home on Fridays. Yeah. And like they work in the studio because they're usually out late for the weekend. So he was like, "All right, bet." I went over and he was like, "Oh, like I need a general manager. We had made some changes, moved some employees around, and I want somebody to kind of spearhead the whatever needed to be done." Because he's really big on just going with whatever is doing well at the time, signing things and developing them and letting things happen in real time. So it was kind of just whatever path we had to take, and since then it's been a great journey, and we've been able to, and fortunate enough to get a lot of great videos with LC4.
I was gonna ask, like, what's the where do you come into play as far as with that? Is it like all the artists coming here to
when they're here? Yeah,
right.
Yeah, if they're in the city.
A
Or
lot of them
New
have
Jersey.
taken a real liking to the guys over here, and a lot of them like don't like shooting with anybody else. Like,
That's
there's
fire.
one artist in particular that I don't want to oust him, but he's because he has shot with other people since then. But he's specifically like, I don't like shooting with anybody else because the thing is, and the difference between videographers, like we were saying earlier, like unless you have that unique offering, you know, like a lot of the problems you hire a videographer, it's like they don't even want to be there.
I'm coming
you know
in.
what I mean? It's like
I'm coming in.
nobody wants to. People like, and
that's
you
what we
heard what he
like.
said, like when he was like, oh. I had this idea for a video. I just needed the right song. Like, when have you ever heard a videographer say that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's
Like,
true.
these people
Yeah.
take money and work, and it's like working at Stop and Shop for them. Like, it's not. They don't have the passion for creating the art that I've seen. And I've hired hundreds of videographers across the country for my own endeavors, for LC4's endeavors, for other artists that I've worked with, and I've never seen the level of passion, not only from him, but everybody that's here. And it's contagious because when you come here and you see how we treat the clients and you see how we treat an artist like Cell who's signed and the video might be $4,000 label budget, we treat that artist the same way as we treat the $300 content pack that's coming in. It's the same level of respect. It's the same level of hospitality. It's the same delivery. It's the same time that it takes to get his videos. Everything is the same. Thank you.
man.
Krusty Krab pizza.
Third floor, man. Come on, hook us up, man.
You know, because what drew me to y'all, because he talked a lot about you,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that y'all was
Right.
But what drew me to him was it was a promo video he did.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, you want to see all the videos? And as the videos played,
Yeah.
I'm like, I know a couple of them. They ain't got no money. So how much they charge? That's literally, and then when me and him got on the phone, I told him, I said, oh, you shot such and such video.
Yeah.
I know he ain't got no damn money. So
I mean, yeah, that's like my.
so that drew my interest. Like,
Yeah. But that's why
Yeah.
we do well is because we're priced low enough to the point where it makes sense. But that's also like there's give and take. The give and take with that is that I'm not leaving this office for those rates. Like, you have to come here.
You have
know
to
what I
come to
mean?
me,
Like, it's
yeah.
non-negotiable. You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
fact.
Like,
Yeah, but being able to bring that industry standard, for lack of a better term,
Yep.
to anybody.
we've given videos away too. Like, we've done a lot of giveaways. We're gonna do a free content day probably sometime in February. We're just gonna open the doors up for 4 or 5 hours and just let everybody like step and repeat, like taking pictures of Santa. We'll just have them come to the white wall, do they dance and go, you know, give
I'll
everybody
be
a
here.
video, like,
I'll be here.
because that way, because you never know, like that person might then post that video and that might do really well, and that person might, because a lot of people too with music and a lot of artists, and I dealt with this a lot in the marketing, is a lot of people just feel like investing in music is a waste of money, because
sure.
a lot of the time it is, like, and it's not a waste of money as the fact that like your money was taken from you in an unhonest way, or because you know did something wrong and you didn't get your product. Like, it just, I mean, waste is in like it does not return its investment
For sure.
in any shape, form, or fashion
sure.
until it does in a major way. You know what I mean? And this is also the only industry in the world that you'll go from $0 to $10 million in one calendar year. And I'm talking like you can start 2026. Like, look at
Dead broke.
Glorilla. Started a
Yeah.
year at Checkers and ended the year at a Billboard Top 100
Yeah,
artists. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Dead
this
broke.
is the only place that's happening. But a lot of artists think that it just never happened to them, and that's why a lot of them will have no budget and they won't spend any money, because they see other people spending the money and they see it, oh, such and such got a content pack, and oh, you know, some of the videos did all right. Like, that doesn't have it. Like, that's all in the
Yeah.
eyes of the beholder.
The
You look at the other videos, some of them do
the
great.
music gotta be good too. Like,
Exactly.
if the music is good, it might stick. You never
Exactly.
know. So if you think you like,
That's
I
why
ain't gonna lie,
that's
I
why
ain't
we
gonna lie.
collab everybody.
I ain't
But
gonna
you know,
lie.
but you know what the problem is too? Like how he said, if the music good, it gotta stick. A lot of people don't care about making good music because
No, they don't.
The music that they deem trash
Yeah.
is the ones that's sticking.
Yep.
So they go, well, if I ain't gotta work that hard, like
That's a
so
fact.
there's one artist that might think Playboy Cardi is the greatest thing they ever
Yeah.
heard. And then there's another artist that's like, yo, this shit is horrible. But the artists that don't like it gonna fall for the trap
Absolutely.
because
That's a fact.
it's working for him, but
There's
what work for him don't work for you.
It's a perfect example. I just did the Young Boy tour, right? I did all, and I didn't do all. I did all of them from Newark, from September 26th to November 13th in Seattle. I took Jose, who's not here today. I went on the whole tour. He's the perfect example, because there's people that say his music is fucking awful, but I was in the stadium every night after Newark, and there was 20,000 people screaming every
his
single
music.
word, every
Jesus.
single word, every night. There was not one seat available at any of the nights. And you go on Instagram and everybody, oh, his shit all sounds the same. Nobody
Yeah.
listens to his shit. Like, yeah, all right. You know what
All
I
right,
mean? Like,
yeah, that ain't what the
I went to
stadium's
that
saying.
show, then people listen to that shit. They
Yeah.
love it. Everybody loves his shit.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I mean? And it's some of the most diverse crowds I've ever seen. Old people, young
Damn.
people,
Yeah.
girls, guys, families, couples, groups of guys, groups of girls,
That's
everybody.
crazy.
Nah, because I remember seeing one time Academics was streaming.
Yeah.
And he looked up it was a show Russ did. And he was watching it on his stream and he was like, y'all motherfuckers make me think Russ ain't got no fans on the internet.
Yeah.
Like he really said that. He said on the internet, y'all make me
You'd
think this
think,
the worst artist in the world.
That's a
He
fact.
said, yo, that looks sold out to me.
That's
a
like,
fact.
like he was like surprised.
Yeah.
He was like, that's Russ? He like, yo, y'all make it on Twitter, y'all make it seem like Russ is horrible. Like,
Yeah.
So he was like,
Russ is another good example, just not a rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, so that be it. So, but I do appreciate
30 minutes early.
That's a fact. So, I know you do the whole marketing thing. Like,
Yeah.
what do you look for in the artist as far as like?
Nothing.
Have you ever seen nothing?
I don't look at art. Not like that, but like
Yeah.
that's not my thing.
Okay.
Like if people have a budget and have a plan,
As long as they
I'm
come to you
guy
with the
execute
plan,
it.
just
I don't.
okay.
No, you don't
alright.
have to come with the plan. You have to come with music and money, and those two things I could do a lot for you.
But
All
what
right.
if you want to sign them though?
I don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I don't sign anybody.
But you're a general manager at a
He just
General manager,
manages.
man.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Think
so
about it,
when-
right? You ever
when
seen
send
Moneyball?
them to- okay, yeah.
Billy Bean didn't sign any acts. He fired him and he approved it. So I go with what the A&R say. I just send the deal memo out.
All right,
You know
but
what I
if it's
mean?
like, what if it's like a situation where it's like you seen them, like nobody else seen them, you seen them? Do you at least
That's
just let them
I ain't
go?
gonna lie. That's
He
fire.
doesn't-
because you don't cross the paths.
No,
And that-
yeah, he's
not my
like
job.
it's.
Do you
like-
at least call somebody like, yo, you should reach out to this
I
person?
have done that in the past, and I have
that's
been,
what I'm saying.
I have been like, for example, like I was fucking banging Blueface in LA, not like that, but like listen to his music in LA. You're gonna have to cut that out. I was listening to Blueface's music in LA. And like when he had like 20,000 Instagram followers, you know what I mean? Like there's that, like the baby, same thing. I seen him early because this girl went viral on TikTok for dancing to some Fetty Wap video, and then DaBaby found it and paid her to do it, and I seen it on her page. You know what I mean? So I had seen him early on, same thing, but like, and even more recently, like that dude Honest Ave. I don't know if you know who that is, but he went really, really big on TikTok. I seen him early, but there's no such thing as early anymore because there's entire machines at record labels, machines of humans that just do that all day.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That just scour the internet looking for something and they watch it and they wait until it gets to a certain point and then they spike in. You know what I mean? But no, I don't really. It's just never been my thing to look for the artists. You know what I mean? Because it's just too. It's too personal. It gets
and
too personal.
It's like
you know?
no one around here. Like, he doesn't even like listen to music like that. Like there'll
No,
be
I
artists at
don't.
the shoots and they're like, "Oh, I just want Logan to hear this to get his opinion." And I'm like, "There's no
You're
point."
not
'Cause I'll tell you
gonna-
right now,
yeah.
what he's gonna go.
I know that's annoying.
That's good.
I know that's annoying because it's like I don't know how you feel.
It's
but
frustrating.
In my eyes, I would feel like he'd probably be like, bro, people do this shit all day.
Yeah, I
like,
would, and it's been
if-
slower
just come
recently.
To me with a water.
It's been slower recently just because I've been doing more of the video stuff, and I've actually found a good relief in the videos because there's
Yeah.
been like one thing that's been my favorite about videos is that it's very like the sale is cut and dry.
Yeah.
You have an idea, you get a video, you take the video, and whatever happens to it is none of our concern.
That's a
and
fact.
I'm not used to that. I'm used to you're buying an ad campaign, you're paying to go on a blog, you're paying to go on a platform, and there's this underlying expectation of what's supposed to happen when you go on there because
Right.
you're just so hard and,
Right.
and you're just so much better than everybody
I
else that's
agree.
been on
I
there.
agree.
You know
I
what I
agree.
mean? And it's like that shit
don't
for
work like
me
that.
is just that's what be draining is like for me the only thing that burns me out is having to hear about someone talk about how awesome they are. Because I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna treat you the same way, no matter who you're connected to,
Facts.
no matter who you know. You could sleep under a bridge, you could be sleep at the
That's a
Ritz
fact.
Carlton. I
I'm the same way.
don't fucking care. Like
the
I
same
don't
way,
want to
bro.
hear about who you're connected with. I don't want to hear about who might see this project. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I
Like,
feel you on
let's
that.
just talk about what we're doing. And I feel like
Facts.
the clients that get that are the clients that have a great time. And the only clients I've ever had any type of a rift with are the ones that spent the majority of the call talking about what was going to happen because of this that they did with us. And it's like, when you really think about it and like, yo, that's crazy to say that to somebody. Like, if you
No,
do this
facts.
with
I
me,
agree.
this will happen to you. And it's like, oh, who are you to even say that? You know what I mean?
That's why it pays to be a it is what it is type
Exactly.
guy. Like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you know, like when people meet people that they think is gonna, like when people meet famous people, they be like, if I meet him and I rap for him or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't like rapping for people. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I mean
hate that
that's
shit.
like that's just, there is no people think they're gonna get that shortcut, meet that
Yeah.
person. Just like you
Just
gotta
let it happen.
Focus on
There.
building your own thing. If things are gonna
Exactly.
happen, they'll happen along the way. But you need to focus on building your own thing. And
Exactly.
But yeah, I learned this shit with iPhone 10. This before I met him. When I was shooting that shit in my house, no camera.
iPhone.
Because I thought, no iPhone, no video.
Oh.
Because I thought about the everyday worker. Like, for example, y'all in here shooting something.
Yeah.
I don't have time to look at what I'm shooting.
True.
Y'all only can hear it. So it worked. Like, Sal already kid. A couple of people actually liked my stuff and shared it. They don't know it's me. Then I turned the iPhone on. That's when I learned lighting. Because I used to use this 8 years ago. That's still the same phone. I started with this phone, and then I downgraded to the 10.
Yeah.
When I downgraded to the 10, I was like, why it's so dark? Because I don't need all that for this. At the time, I didn't need all that for the iPhone 13.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, why the lighting so dark? And then got a cameraman. I learned lighting, but I still suck. I got some cheap ass lights. Then I met him, and I brought him on board. And then we were still just trying to figure that shit out. Like, my cousin had a venue. He was charging me $50 a week to use it. And it was only supposed to be for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
He ain't had no cameras in there, so we was in there for like 12. So we'll pull up like 11 and not leave like 6.
Yeah.
But he has no
He
idea
ain't
we still
telling
there.
y'all we was smack
Facts.
dead in the hood.
Oh, yeah, we smack dead in the
You can't
middle of
never
the
leave that part out.
Yeah.
And I just kept grinding. I just kept pushing it. And then
Flea was there. He ain't interview, but he was
Yeah,
there.
he was there
there
when Crimmy was
with
there.
Crimmy. I know y'all know who Crimmy is.
and then from there, I bought a camera.
Yeah.
Was afraid to use the camera because I know nothing about a camera. We interviewed Damn Girl. I left the iPhone.
You know, but he works with us now too.
Oh.
YG.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I was
And-
so happy to see him.
Yeah.
When I seen he was with Warren Brick, I was like, yeah, I was so
YG,
happy.
I like him a lot.
That's my
So
guy.
He's a good dude.
the trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
Of it, like YG, we interviewed YG twice. The first time we interviewed him the entire time in time lapse.
Time lapse. He's talking about like the
Good.
footage is fucked up.
Good
right?
joint. So good.
Yeah,
interview,
that's
too.
when you go after you go back to watch. You say, "Why was that 3 seconds?"
What happened?
Mind you, I didn't proof look at it until I got all the way home and use the editor so you set yourself up.
Yeah, you're
get
like,
my water,
I'm
get my
ready
food.
again.
I'm about to get right. And mind you, I edit on the phone.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
just setting up on the couch. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
then told my wife, yo, I'm gonna be up for a minute. I'm about to edit. I'm like, yo, this video fast as hell. Yo.
damn.
I called this nigga like, how you taking out of time like this? Yeah.
Damn.
So wait, YG, he's on LLC4 or?
He's an engineer for us. Yeah.
Oh shit, word. That's fire. Yeah, I
He's
seen he was in
we have
Nebraska.
a property, like a studio property. LC4 does, and he does one of the main engineers over
That's
Okay, question. So the rooms in here, right?
there. Yeah.
Are each room dedicated to something or
Yes and no.
are they intertwined?
They're
like
becoming so
interchangeable?
like this room we're in right now is like called like the sandbox. This one, besides obviously the psych wall, this is like where this one.
I seen y'all got the
changes all
names on
time.
top. I seen y'all got the black hole over there.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Wait, which one?
The black hole.
He's about to say it.
So yeah, we have like this one's like the sandbox. This one changes basically every set. We'll build different sets. The wall back there with the jeans is a rolling wall. That
Yeah.
wall moves.
That
and-
was for Philly.
And then the other rooms kind of have more dedicated, like the bar casino is always a bar casino that never
Yeah.
gets broken down. The back one we have with the armory and the trap
Yeah,
room,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's armory trap.
It was a storage room at one point, though.
Yeah, that was the original editing room.
It was actually a candle. Yeah, first it was a candle factory.
He was telling us you had the studio in there. Like
Yeah, I had a
back in the
candle
day.
factory, and a candle factory in one of them, and then a recording studio in the other one. And then
Who was your engineer when you was?
his name was Rilla. Good
Yeah,
dude,
so
though.
now they're slowly becoming the rooms will become more dedicated. As
Yeah.
we get the other rooms, there'll be like specific ones. Like one will be the classroom. It'll always be the classroom.
That's what we about to get into when we start rolling again. We about to talk about
yeah,
this
we'll
whole,
go the whole tour. Yeah.
because we figured out who y'all is, right? You know, we ready. We going.
But yeah, so yeah, each room will slowly become dedicated to its own, especially as when it was just like the one, this had to be everything, and then we had 3, we were able one could stay permanent, and then slowly each one will be this is the armory room, this is this room, this is this room.
Yeah, this dope.
So
I love this shit. I'm coming.
why so many different studios?
Wait, we're
Variety.
not recording.
Yes, we are.
It's red.
You think I ain't hit that button before I said that?
We recording like on the like.
Yeah.
Oh, we're recording. I didn't know
my
we was.
God.
I didn't know we was doing the
Yeah,
episode. I
yeah,
thought we
yeah.
was just talking.
No,
Oh,
no.
no, yeah.
We got back into it.
Oh shit.
You think Andy would just let us keep talking?
I thought we was just talking. Oh shit. Yeah, man.
As
I
he
hit the
said,
button before I sat down.
But yeah, it's
all
for
right.
variety. I like to because this is another thing too. Of what I'm always been really big on, and I think one of the most important things in any business that you can have in normal business, because the record industry is different, but in normal business, the most important thing you can have is a repeating customer, a customer that just continues to come back. And in this situation, if we only had this room, eventually the customer would not want to continue to come back
They
here.
get
So we
bored.
have to
That is
add
true.
new things, bring in new sets, arrange things in different ways. So that way, every time they come, it could be the same rooms, but the people that at home don't know that.
don't
You
know
know what I
that.
mean? We can
Yeah.
change the setup. We've done. Like you said, we put a bathtub in here. We've done offices in here. We've done offices 3-4
I'm
different
not
ways.
gonna
We've done a
lie.
restaurant in here. Like
I'm not gonna lie. The new room they told me they gonna set up. I'm not gonna say what the room gonna be, but they got lockers. That's all I'm gonna say.
That shit gonna be lit, yeah.
Yeah.
that'll be the
Yeah.
only
And then-
set. You know.
Yeah,
And
that's
then the other, like, with have multiple rooms, we can do multiple shoots. We can run a music video. If the sets only require here,
Yeah.
they can run a music video in here while there's a content pack in the bar.
Right.
While there's another thing going on here. And then scalability, as we get more rooms, somebody can, they want to rent the bar. Now, like you said, do we rent? Like, we don't currently rent the sets, but once we have multiple different rooms.
The bar and the casino are on
we can
Pier
rent,
Space.
yeah. So like the individual rooms, you can rent the bar while somebody also rents this one, and we're shooting a video in here. We can do multiple projects at once, so it can scale.
Yeah,
That's another
yeah.
thing with like people who are just like when it was
That's
just
dope.
me, I could only do one project at one time because it's me. But now we have a team.
So do y'all have
More
multiple shooters or are
Yep.
you?
yeah,
Okay.
so there's
Okay.
five on the creative
7.
side. Yeah, there's 5 people on the creative side as far as
Okay.
shooting, editing, and doing
And
everything.
2 on the business side, so I guess
Yeah.
that's still 7. But and then 2, like to build on that, like I think that there's in business and in this business, like I've noticed that the one thing, just as being on the marketing, hiring videographers, like if you're a videographer, the average path is all right. Boom, you get up one day, you pick one of those up. You're like, I want this to be my career. Boom.
Right.
Your first step and your first instinct is to look for the biggest artist you can find and do a video with them, because you think that if other people and other artists see the video, that it's gonna make other people want to book you, whatever. And that's what everybody, and I don't want to say, at least everybody that I've ever met and worked with,
That's the truth.
that's all they think about is how can I do big videos, big budget videos, 50K, Meek Mill, all this type of shit.
They don't think about
That's all they
that.
think about.
They don't think about that artist that engineer himself,
Exactly.
record himself, make his own beats.
What they don't realize is that those artists don't even pick the videographers that they
Exactly.
use. And until you've worked in a record label and worked with the video commissioners, you'd never know that.
Right.
So you'd think that that's what happens because people will go online and say, "Oh, I did this video for this artist, and then my whole life changed." And they don't know that
they
they
think-
were picked
they
by
think-
somebody that sits behind a desk.
They think
You know what I
everything is
mean?
a run and gun deal.
Exactly. And not even that, like, I think it's just a monotonous chase of bigger artists to get bigger budgets. Whereas the way that I look at it is, all right, if everybody's going to do that, I'll go the Amazon route.
Yeah.
I'll put one of these in 50 states. And
Right.
I'll just service people you've never heard of.
Right.
I love working with people that nobody's ever heard of. They're more respectful. They're kinder. They're on time.
Yeah,
they
appreciative.
care more about their
Yeah.
craft. Like they're
They
appreciative.
happy to even be in the.
I'd
in
rather
the
work with somebody
atmosphere.
that nobody's ever heard of.
Right.
And like I was saying earlier, we're gonna treat that person the same way that we would, if not a little bit better than the big artist.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
with the
'cause-
big artist, you're gonna have that little intimidation, like, does this person even want to talk to me right
Mm-hmm.
now? Or is the small artist like, man, what's up, man? Like, how are you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, let's talk. Tell me about yourself. Let's
Facts.
learn
You
more.
ate yet? They ask me questions
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Right?
And we built kind of like with the you not listening to the music, like don't really listen to music. We built a good system where like a lot of people, you artist, DM me, videographer, director, and I go to your page. How many followers you got? I'm gonna treat you according to that.
Right.
You inquire, it goes to him. He gets the song. The songs come in. When we're creating the concepts, most of the time I don't even see your Instagram. I just get your song, your name, and if you have an idea, then I built it off that. So I'm not building. I don't know what your numbers are. You can come here with. There's an artist right now. He's a repeating customer. Doesn't even have an Instagram.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll tell you which one. Yeah. But yeah, so like we don't even see. I don't even see your Instagram.
And I don't
to
even know that either because
Word.
I don't
Yeah.
fucking care.
So
I
how
only
does that,
care about
how
the
did
client.
that work
Like,
as far as when you put the content out? Are you just uploading it to the Wave Change
no, we
page?
just give it to them.
Yeah,
Oh,
music
okay.
videos we don't drop
Yeah.
on our page.
We put it
just
on
strictly
Google
drop-
Drive, and then we send the customer a link.
Yep.
Well, really, what we do. So here's the process, right? You want to book us for a music video. We'll go
Right.
music video because it's easier to explain. You want to book us for a music video. There's less variables. You hit us up. You send us a song. I send a song to him. Like he said, he sits down with a song, any inspiration he has, whatever. Boom. He puts the treatment up. He sends the treatment to me. I send the treatment to the client. The client says, I love it. I hate it. I want this to change. I want to add this. Nothing has to change, whatever the case may be. Boom. At that point, client then makes a $400 deposit on the 800 to secure a date to come here.
Right.
They make the deposit, they can reschedule the date an unlimited amount of times. I don't care if you reschedule the date 95 times if you gave me the deposit. I'm not going to send the deposit back to you, but I will hold it for 2 years. You can have a $400 deposit here for 2 years. That's as long as I'll hold your money. And there's somebody that has a $200 like some shit like that that's been multiple years. You know what I mean? And if that person came back and said, hell yeah, your money's still here because you never came for the service. Now, if you don't give a deposit, I will let you book. But if you don't show up for your date and you cancel it, you have to pay the entire fee of the video up front before I even discuss a new date with you. That's the catch, is that you leave the deposit, you do whatever you want. You don't, there's some restrictions. Now, we give the $400 deposit, you show up here. You get here, everything's all set for you. You don't get here and people is like, oh, all right, he's here, like, let's set the scene up. You know what I mean? It's like you get here, nine times out of 10, because the artist is late, the camera's on the tripod already. You walk in, if you're dressed, you could walk into this room and immediately start the speaker's connected to the phone already. The song is in the notes. Everything's done.
That's dope.
$0 exchange that day.
What's the name of the place then?
Wave Change.
That's the name of this.
Wave Change Studios.
No, because I didn't know if
it used to be Untitled Export Studio. It's both.
It's both. Okay.
Yeah. You look on the map, there's both names.
You can combine
that's how I knew
Untitled
before the
Wave Studio.
When I hit y'all, I looked, I was like, it's the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
I seen your old company, name.
So it's like, and that's the thing too, is the people come in, they do the video, they leave. We edit the video 10 to 14 days, right? Send you the video on a private YouTube link. Why? So you can watch it without posting it.
Right.
If for whatever reason you decided to be a shithead and screen record the video and post it on YouTube because we posted it on YouTube first, he can file a copyright strike, they'll pull the video down. You can get the video and we get paid. So you settle the balance up, or before that even, you go through any changes. Oh, can we add this? Can we take this away? Send him to him. He sends him to whoever the editor was, because like we said, there's 5 people on the creative team. Get it done. Client sees the new YouTube link. This is great.
Right.
At that point, we exchange the second half of the balance. Immediately after, I send them the Google Drive link where they can download the video and download their vertical cuts and their trailer and everything.
That's dope.
And that's as simple as it gets, which is another thing. This is the other problem with videographers, a lot of them, is that they want 100% of the money before they've completed the job. Right. So there's no incentive left for them to finish the video. Right. Because they want 50% to book the date, and then they want the second 50% that day. There's no third 50% for them to edit the video, which is why you wait 3, 4, 5 months sometimes, because they're chasing deposits and shoot days. They're not chasing edits. We're chasing edits. Nobody here gets paid until the video is done. I don't care who it is. Him. Nobody's getting paid until the client gets the video. Because what are we doing? You know what I mean? Are we doing this for us, or are we doing this for them?
Yep.
And these people, a lot of these videographers, do this for themselves. They do it to look cool on Instagram. Yeah. They do it because they want to be lit. A lot of them do it because they can't rap, and they want it to rap. You know what I mean? And they buy the chains and the watches, and it's just like an artist. They go on Instagram and talk about how awesome they are and how much better they are than everybody else. And it's like, we've been sitting here for this entire time. We haven't, with the exception of, you asked about the clients earlier, we have not discussed a single other person. And we've been talking for an hour and a half. That's the wave change difference, is we don't fucking care about anybody else. We care about ourselves, our clients, and our team, our building, and our community, and anybody else can pound sand, simply. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference.
And my last question for myself. We talked about this room that we sitting in right here, which shout out to our man's Andy behind the camera. He hooked this up. He got like you said, the cameramen don't get no praise and all that shit. So we're gonna shout out our cameraman Andy. He put this whole shit together. You see the rug on the floor. Andy did that. I'm just saying.
I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know where the rug came from. Andy did that. He put this whole shit together.
We was looking this way. Turned around and the rug was just on the floor. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, man.
Quick,
and
right?
y'all should link up too. I mean, I know because the way they was talking on camera, Lord. But so we talked about this room a lot because we sitting in this room. But what the people don't know behind these cameras, boy, this shit like Disneyland for a person that need content. Just give us a backstory because we gonna do the whole. We got the whole. You know what I'm saying, I want to know like a little bit more about the other rooms. Like I know y'all got the names on top of the rooms and stuff like that. So. If y'all could just give me one of y'all favorite rooms that's in the building.
Yeah, so we got, like I said, this room, which is just a big open room, which you can't see behind us.
This the sandbox, y'all.
Yeah, so you got the white wall, which obviously you could do with whatever on.
The dressing room over there.
Yeah, we got the dressing room. Then we have a bar / casino, which has a U wall of all slot machines that all light up and work, and then a bar on the other side. We got the Armory and Trap Room.
That's my favorite stuff.
Which
the
is
Armory.
like,
That's your favorite?
which
Because it's
you'll
all
see
my
the
bullet
Armory.
shells. Like all those bullet
guns,
shells are in there,
everything.
so I went to the range.
And then the Trap living room, which is like your living room set up, like a nice Trap living room. Spray
That
paint
one's
on the
fun
wall.
too because we let
Yeah.
people. And the other thing too is like that's a client that did that. And
Yeah,
we're just
so
like,
that's
paint
something
over.
where
it, you know?
I think makes us super different.
I
is
like that.
We're very like
wanna
the
paint the
Trap
wall?
room.
Cool.
You could spray paint the walls.
This comes with a fee if you want to paint this. But
Yes,
those
but
black
we will
walls,
do,
I don't care.
like,
but we'll paint this.
We have our
Look
normal
at the
fee.
top. What color do you see up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
been
we have our
painted.
normal
That's
fee,
right.
but if you have the extra budget, like we'll do whatever. Like we did
Yeah.
videos.
It's
on
only like $400
this
for
wall.
us to paint this wall a different color and put it back to white.
Yeah, we've done different colors. We had one. We had the whole wall spray painted.
Oh,
we did
yeah,
one.
that was crazy.
We
Like little
we
doodle
laid
graffiti.
Down, yeah, we laid down a tarp and
Sand.
covered
That was his idea, I
sand.
think, with the sand,
Yeah,
the
we
sandbox in
covered
there.
the entire thing in sand.
With
Like
Cochico?
we'll do whatever. It's like if you have the budget to cover like
It's
the
a
cost to fix it.
Cochico.
Like
Yeah.
not many places will let you come and spray paint their cycle.
Nah, they
like,
won't.
even
No,
if-
they
yeah.
won't. Even if you rent it on Pierce Bay, they'd be
Yeah,
like,
nah, hell
paint
no.
the psych wall?
They
They'd be like, yo,
Like, you
the
put
door's
in the
that
notes, you
way.
be like, yo,
Like,
I want to paint the wall when I get to paint. What?
they'd be like, yo, the door's to the left. Don't lock it on. Don't let it hit you on the ass on the way
That's
out.
a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
because my biggest thing with wave change and the way we operate is making sure the artist is happy. Because I do it because I enjoy music and work with artists. Like I said,
Right.
like so whatever's gonna make the vision come to life, and then that's why we structured like he said. You send your song, we send you the treatment. I can send you a treatment if you want to show that in too, but we send you the treatment before you put the deposit.
Yeah, so make sure you're
See-
happy with it.
Yeah,
And
that's
like
dope.
and we take like we could easily be like put the deposit down because we have to spend time on the treatments take an hour, 2 hours.
For sure.
And you could easily I could send it to you and you can go, nah, never mind, I'm gonna go have
That's
this guy.
happened.
do the
I mean,
video."
maybe 10% of the treatments we send, you know,
But
people
we'll
just
take
don't
that
answer
risk.
or whatever.
We'll take that risk on the losing that time and not getting paid to guarantee like the artist is happy. So you get to see this thing before you put your
Because
money
think
down.
about it.
Yeah,
If
I
you
ain't-
wanted to buy a computer,
Right.
you could go to Best Buy 1,000 times and touch it.
Yeah.
Why can't you do that in the music industry? Because everybody's a bunch of
Windows
assholes.
That
shop.
makes so much sense.
Like, why can't you do
That
that
makes
here?
so
I
much sense. That
got
makes so
somebody
much
coming here
fucking sense.
Saturday at 11 in the morning. I'm going to
Yeah.
meet somebody here Saturday at 11 in the morning to give him a tour for a $300 service. Who the hell else is going to do that?
Nobody.
You know what I mean? It's like
most of the time it's like this is
I'll
my
let
website.
you come here. We'll
Yeah.
sit here for 30 minutes. I'll answer every one of your questions. You want to know why? Because one of my favorite, most satisfying moments in this industry is when somebody says, wow, we can do that? Such and such told me no. That's like, that's better than money sometimes. Like, that's like, oh, word? Well, let's do it twice.
do
you know
it
what I
twice.
mean? It's like, it's like,
"Give me
ooh, like,
300, we gonna do
like,
it two
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Give him
double
two
it and give it to the next person. You know what I mean? Like, I love when that happens because
Yeah,
I
I
just,
feel you on
because
that.
now that I'm in it with these guys, like, because before I didn't get it. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know why. Like, I didn't get the industry. Now I get this videography shit just like I get everything else. Like,
Right.
I don't get why people are so strict with it. Like, and it's because they just don't care.
Yeah.
That's the difference. They only care about Meek Mill. You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't Meek Mill, man,
Oh,
get the fuck
Christ.
off my line, bro.
Yeah, this is a dope interview.
Absolutely.
I know we got a lot of other stuff to get to. I know, and first of all, damn, never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say, but we appreciate y'all for coming through.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you
Y'all
guys
are our
coming
first
through.
hitting gym. I think, right? This is the first one.
Yeah, it's the first
Yeah, this is
hitting
y'all
gym.
are our
Hey.
first hitting gym.
Oh, it's a new segment that this is.
Yeah,
it's new.
Oh, very nice.
Because the thing is, I turned the podcast into a network
Oh, okay.
because I couldn't get podcast deals.
Yeah, yeah,
I ain't know how to do it, so I was like, "Fuck it."
Network
I got
deal.
but it's a network. I got a sports show,
Yeah.
this show. I got a bunch
Yes,
of them.
sir, yeah.
Facts.
Word.
Amazing.
So yeah, I don't care what you think. Network, hitting gym. It's your boy Ray Spitter,
Dope boy.
Logan and Corey in here. Y'all know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Wave change, Untitled Export.
Yep. All right.
This is another episode. I don't care what you think. This is another episode. I don't care. Dick Hardcast. This is hitting gym. We had Corey in here. We had Logan in here. We got the whole squad in here. They fed us. And yeah.
We're gonna step out. Steve's gonna step in. Shout out Gabe P. And he's gonna show you guys how we do some content.
Word. Let's get it.
Welcome, welcome. We're here.
Yes. Creative Hub.
Welcome to Wave Change Studios. All right, we'll start with the office.
Lobby. Nothing special here. Dog. She's always here. If you don't like dogs, you might not want to come. We'll put the dog up though. We're considerate. Go back in, baby.
Welcome. So we're in the office. This is where we have our meetings. We do all the editing in-house. Take it, we're in the editing rooms. All the editing is done in-house right here. Content's created in the same place. We do the editing, as you can see.
Founder's office. Steve's office in here for when he does his editing. Let's go stream snipe Big Nasty.
Let's see what Big Nasty's up to on the stream.
Yeah, stream snipe, stream room, just set up, and then podcast room on that side.
And we'll take you to some of the sets now.
Set area. We got these two degenerates in here gambling.
What do you got going on? You winning anything?
I actually won a couple drinks.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know what's going on. It's your boy Ray Splitter.
These all came out of, fun fact, every single one of these machines was dragged out of an old person's basement. Facts.
Word.
And then the bar. And
Casino and bar.
This bar, another Facebook Marketplace find. Love Facebook Marketplace. Got this backsplash area. Signage. Looks a lot better when it's lit properly, but you get the point. So in here is a work in progress. We should hopefully be moved into this room in the next 2 to 3 months and have it up and running, but we're gonna have a classroom on this side once the building gets their shit out of here. And then we're gonna have a gym locker room on that side also once the building gets their shit out of there. We'll take you through here to what we'll call the west wing of the office. So we're gonna end up with, again, once the building moves their stuff out, we're gonna take from that exit, the second exit sign out of the first one, all the way down to that little door there. And then we'll have all these sets as well. Some of them are decided, some of them aren't. You'll probably have to just stay tuned for what they're gonna end up being. But yeah, we'll end up with this entire wing as well. And then we're gonna go this way, down our mini hallway. Over here we got the barber shop. This is another set that I picked out. I found this barber shop from the barber that I go to. Gave us this nice chair, setup, mirrors. We got some little computers for when we need to do office sets. We have another hallway that was constructed. This one was actually constructed for us because this whole thing used to be like one open room, but like this part is somebody else and this part is us. So they had to make this hallway for us. And then back here, we have the Armory, Trap House, only studio in New Jersey that will actually let you come in and paint the walls. Number one. Just like that. I don't care what you think, because I really don't care what you think.
All right, cool. And this is my favorite place in the whole building, what I call the sandbox.
Sandbox?
This is our big open room for building the sets. This is our main room. We construct the different sets. As you can see, there's brand new stuff all around. We got the jean wall.
Shout out Fleet.
With the wall on wheels, in case you need to move the wall. We got all different types of props, as you can see, from building different sets. The confession booth for a video, stair set for a video. This is like my playground. This is just a big empty room where we could do whatever. We've had restaurants in here, offices. We've done the casino in here. This is just the playground. And then everybody's favorite thing, the giant cycle wall. This is probably the most used piece of set in the entire building.
Yes,
the cycle wall, the most versatile. And this, much like the trap where we let you spray paint a set, this is the only place where, for the right price, we'll let you customize our wall. We've done pink, orange, we've done spray paint, we've laid sand down on the wall. We really are here to bring the ideas to life.
Back to the less creative side, on the amenity side, we have a dressing room. So that way if you have any ladies coming to your video, or if you're a gentleman and you want a private place to change, no funny business, When we do our changing in here, you guys can hang out in his like a green room. You bring snacks, food, whatever. We'll help you set it up in here. Then over here, back to Mr. Creative.
And then we got our video village. Ignore the desk, we're in between sets. But this is where we got all our equipment, from the camera stuff to lighting, batteries, extension cords, all the tools we could possibly need to help bring your ideas to life. And then we got our storage room, which much as you would imagine, looks like a storage room. Looks like you got your storage unit.
This is my office. This is where I do all my business at.
CEO's office.
Monitor setup, you know. If we need to sign any artists, you know, we got the bag on hand. If I gotta, you know, make any business decisions, any business dealings.
Hold it up on the arm.
This is prop money though, you know. A little bit of prop money. It's $250,000 in prop money if you ever need it for your videos. That's what it's here for. We keep it in here so it doesn't get destroyed. And then yeah, that's just kind of what we do. Thank you for joining us on this tour. It was a great pleasure to bring you along. Untitled Export, Wave Change headquarters, biggest in New Jersey, biggest by square foot, biggest by amount of clients, and biggest by the amount of care that we have for you guys and your vision. Stamped.
Appreciate you guys. Let's get creative.
Mr. Creativity.